body with a touch.
Vitals on the track. Vitals on the track. Vitals on the
Drive your best hit with us. Drummers.
What's up, everybody? Hopefully you can hear me. It's your boy DJ Phanatic Beats at BeatStars.
Welcome to today's Sunday Sounds, which is going to be super dope. That last beat just got me super hyped. And I said super twice because this is a super day. It's a special day. Sunday Sounds. Shout out to the whole BeatStars fam. And we got a really awesome guest today for y'all. I actually noticed he was almost on every live stream we had, almost everyone. I see him in the comments a lot, supporting other producers. He has some dope music, always dropping gems. Cool. Thanks for letting me know y'all can hear me. Just a very supportive producer. And I was like, yo, I see the name pop up over and over. And let's bring that name to the forefront so you get to meet him as a person and also, in the flesh somewhat online. And yeah, man. So I'm honored and happy to introduce our guest today. Let me add you to the stream. We got KloudNineMusic. What's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, man. Perfect.
Awesome. Awesome. Wow, this is crazy. I want to say, man, like, thank you. Thank BeatStars. Like, if you would have told me last year this is where I would be at, I would probably have laughed. I would have really probably laughed, man. I want to also say to any producers and artists watching this right now, like, this is going to be a really interesting Sunday Sounds. Like, I think I'm about to do something that not a lot of people have done before. A lot of the beats that you're going to hear today, they've all been leased multiple times, but a lot of these beats have hooks, they have reference vocals, and that's the first kind of gem I want to kind of talk to y'all today about. So all these beats you about to hear are going to be, all of them going to be different, every single one of them. I found different lanes I could go in, and what I did was I tried to fill those different lanes, and also I just make whatever I want to make. But also I put hooks, I do reference vocals on all my on majority of my beats, so it really helps give artists an idea of that. So if you're a producer, like, maybe, like, don't be afraid to put your own vocals on the beat. People laughed at me for years about like, man, your vocal, you sound like a fake Pharrell or whatever and all of that. But ironically, those beats have led to many doors opening for me in, like, TV, sync licensing, different other wrestling, all kinds of different places. Y'all wouldn't believe it. So don't be afraid to make what you want to make. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's wrong with going into a niche, but please take my advice. Make whatever you want to make. There's something for everybody out there. So that's the first one I want to get it out there with.
There you go. That's a serious intro, bro. Like, you drop already gems without me asking anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I prepared for this, man. I got all kinds of stuff on my
Well, yeah, I got to keep it, within time. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna get into it. Yeah, definitely gonna get into it. So, what'd you do today? What was on today's task list other than preparing?
Scheduling my YouTube videos on YouTube. It's not my main source of income. I just kind of do it to kind of like experiment. But basically putting vocals on a lot of my beats. Like, this whole weekend has been me going back to some of my older beats. There's a few beats I'm working with Rock 5 on that we about to put out that got hooks and reference vocals on it. A Pop Smoke one that I'm really excited about. So that's gonna be dropping like today. So that's kind of
Oh,
like
cool.
yeah, so that's kind of like what's been today, like just getting everything prepared and scheduled out, and working on a lot of stuff with hooks and writing to it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And before I forget, shout out to all my music fanatics out there, man. I see a lot of fam showing up, showing love, and just thank y'all, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And for those that show up for the gems and whatnot, and just support for the community. Yeah, man. Seeing some new names, new faces, and yeah, this is awesome. Got a quick announcement to make right quick for the BeatStars fam. And a shout out to Sydney, man, for always like helping orchestrate, the shows and stuff. And of course the big dog Abe and just the whole fam, man. So BeatStars distribution. Release your music to over 30 plus digital streaming and downloading platforms and keep 100% of your earnings we collect for you. We give you unlimited releases, the addition of collaborators for free, which is awesome, and drumroll, content ID. You take a new step in your career today. You visit beatstars.com/distribution. If you don't know about it, now you know. Make sure you do that today. So speaking of distribution, are you distributing your stuff there, Cloud9?
Yep, I've been dropping beat releases on streaming platforms for like for a long time, like probably since like maybe 2015, 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely use it. It's definitely a good source of extra revenue.
And you're actually, I believe, a BeatStars publishing signee, correct? Am I
Yeah,
wrong on that? No.
yeah, I'm a beat star. Yeah, yeah, about like maybe like a month or so ago. So yeah, it's been a really cool ride, man. Like I'm truly grateful for all this stuff that BeatStars are doing for producers, like for real.
That's awesome, man. I didn't know that. So yeah, you're utilizing the things, the opportunities that are
Hmm.
presented in that, right?
Yes.
Anything come to, some connections or fruition?
On the BeatStars publishing side, I think the coolest thing is looking into getting to know what artists are kind of looking for, and being able to create something like that, but in my own way. So like, there's a few things I kind of have on the back end that I can't really talk about,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
on the BeatStars publishing end, yeah, it's really dope. So
Cool,
I'm
man.
really
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the squad. Welcome to the squad. Yeah, man. So yeah, we're gonna get into some more questions. You want to get into some? Actually, no. Before we play anything, you want to tell people where you're from, man, and like how you started music, so they
Yeah.
kind of get a background.
Yeah, I'm a try to. I got this kind of summarized. So basically, I'm a music producer, singer songwriter from Louisiana. I started making beats. Like, I've been making beats since maybe like right around like 2007. I got my LLC in 2009. So I had been making beats all the way through high school. I went to college, University of Lafayette, with a focus in music business, and I was making beats all through college. I was selling beats all through college, and then I kind of transitioned into already having a job in radio because I wanted to really engulf myself in music business. So I ended up working for one of the third largest radio companies in America. And I was basically I worked my way up, and I became the assistant promotions director. I did this for like 10 years, y'all. So all through that time in radio, I was meeting different people, learning the business. I was also selling beats, making beats online, and I just kept saving the money I would make from my beats because I always knew at some point I was going to start producing full time, which I am a full time music producer. This is my first year, and everything was very professional with me kind of transitioning from working full time in radio to now. So, but I'm grateful for all the things I learned over the years, and I'm really excited to apply everything that I've learned because for a while I could only do so much while I was full time. So yeah, that's kind of like
Yeah.
just of everything.
Yeah. No, thank you, man. Thank you for sharing all that. That's quite a journey, man.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of learning. You learned how to value time. When
Yes.
you're working at full time, it's hard to balance and energy because when you're
Yeah.
done, and you're like, yeah, how much energy do I have left to do all these other things I have planned, for your
Yeah.
music. So congratulations doing
Thank
music
you.
full time.
Thank you.
That is effing awesome. I don't think I can curse, but I'll put the explicative out there, whatever. Y'all can put in the comments. No, don't do that. Anyway, anyway, you want to get into some music, bro?
Yeah, let's get right into it because I'll be sharing some gems in between some of the
Yeah.
beats.
Okay. And Cloud9 is so professional, yo. He's early. I like that about him. He supply what you request. He's just super on point with it, and it's welcome, and that goes a long way in business, by the
It
way.
really does, especially in music business. People are very shocked by that. Apparently, I learned when I got into all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and those are good traits to have, man. So let me follow your playlist right quick, and actually make sure I follow you. Right? Yeah, I'm following you. Yeah, following. Cool.
So the
Am I logged in? Bet.
each it's funny. Each one of these beats are kind of inspired by different BeatStars numbers. So this first beat is kind of this. All right, so Abe or Mike, Phanatic, all the hip hop heads that's watching this. I had to start it off. Rest in peace to DMX. Very big influence in my life. You can I like for this one you could cut it off like at maybe like the 1 like the 1 minute and 30 second mark, and I'm okay with that. Now I'll kind of talk like a little bit about it.
Okay, yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, rest in peace to DMX. Um, yeah, I'm more than a hip hop head, so I like all music.
Oh, I
You
studied
know,
the bio. Man, you are something else, man. That's all I gotta say. Like legendary status. Y'all need to really go research DJ Phanatic.
I appreciate that, man. I've been
Like
like hiding for years, but
definitely inspirational for real. That's wild.
hey, appreciate that, man. Really do. Yeah, DMX. I remember like hearing like his first stuff, like dating myself, like when people didn't know who he was, and I'm like, yo, this guy's special, man. When you hear something, you just feel it. So yeah, this is an awesome start, man. So let's everybody in the chat, let me know if you can't hear it. You should hear it nice and clear. So just let me know if you haven't. What's good, Rock 5? He's showing up to show his boy some support. And yeah, man, if you have anybody here you want to shout out later, just remind me because, my mind moves fast and I'm on so many tangents and I got a lot of things to talk to you about within the given time.
Right.
Because I always do like triple time over and I can't do that today.
No problem.
All right, bro. Let's get it. Make sure you hit that mute button when I hit play.
Okay.
So start at the top, right? The first one.
Yeah, the first one. Get your hands up. I'm about to mute right now.
Okay, so this is Sunday Sounds. We have Cloud9Music. This is Get Your Hands Up.
If you came from the bottom, get your hands up. Ain't worried about no problems, get your hands up. If you just got paid, get your hands up. If you know you got it made, get your hands up. Now get them up. Now get them up. Now get them up. Now get them up. If you came from the bottom, get your hands up. Ain't worried about no problems, get your hands up. If you came from the bottom, get your hands up. Ain't worried about.
All right, that's Get Your Hands Up, and I love those drum rolls, those fills you did. That's why I let it play until the chorus came back in because I knew a drum roll was coming again. Yeah, that's dope, man. You had something to say about it?
Yeah. Basically, I'm like Swiss Beats was a very big influence in my production. A lot of producers in that era I studied. Like, if anyone asks me what music I'm currently listening to, I usually just say I'm listening to like producers and stuff they're produced so I can kind of learn. But one thing, another gem I want to drop to everyone is that I know everyone's making like like soulful beats, but there's a lot of people looking for 2000 era sounding music. It's a lot, y'all. Like, and I'm talking about like 50 Cent, Fat Joe, DMX. It's a lot of people that's willing to pay good money for like that 2000 era sound. So that's kind of like one of the gems I kind of wanted to give to y'all. So, I'm very big on making these type of tracks. I don't make too much like soulful hip hop stuff, but I do like 2000 era music. A lot of my beats have nostalgic influences. So that's my gem for that. So, also look at all these artists from the 2000 era, like Fabulous, Jada Kiss. People love that stuff. Nostalgia is extremely real in the artist community. So always think about, nothing's wrong about thinking about the future artists, but also think about your past too and combine that together. So that's my gem on that one.
There you go. Make sure you guys are taking notes. If he's moving too fast or we're moving too fast, replay it and then take notes if you can't write that fast. But yeah, gems on gems, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, the next beat is called Dust, but basically you don't have to play the whole song, but it's basically a song reference. So a lot of the beats that y'all gonna be listening to is actually me singing, doing crazy words, crazy concepts. But believe it or not, a lot of artists enjoy that. Even if the words or the singing is not that really good, artists will come and contact you and ask to lease the beat because you have inspired them. I've had a lot of artists hit me up and tell me straight up that they ended up purchasing my beat over a lot of other producers for the fact that it inspired them because of the lyrics that I already had on the song. So, that's, also, so try to, like, give ideas to your tracks, you know what I'm saying? Just make a separate track on BeatStars and just label it song reference. And you'll be surprised by how many artists, they don't have to kind of like get the beat, put it on the playlist and think about it. They already know they want to get it. And 9 times out of 10, they just end up purchasing the one without the hook or the one without the vocals. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had to get on that myself because I started years ago and stopped, and
Mm-hmm.
you're basically doing kind of what is called scratch vocals. There's other names for it, but top line or whatever. Not
Yeah.
top line, but basically you're making it's another instrument and you're kind of making a template for their creativity
Yeah.
in the track, which is awesome, man. And I rarely see producers do that. So keep doing it, bro. You know what
Yeah.
you're doing, man. Uh, on that last track, was that your vocals on that?
Yes. All these beats are my vocals.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
man. So let's get into the next one. That's Dust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, song. Okay, gotcha. All right, so here it is. This is Dust on Sunday Sounds. Check it out.
Yeah, baby, yeah, baby. Turns to dust. I'm trying to talk to you, trying to get to you. Tell me, am I getting through? Don't know what to say, don't know all the things. Tired of the games that we play. We need to come, meet in the middle. Try to figure out what's killing us. It's taking me apart tomorrow. I don't know where to start. I feel like enough is enough. Tired of acting tough. Trying to save it before it's up. Cause everything we have keeps turning to dust. I feel like enough is enough. Tired of acting tough. Trying to save this before it's up. I feel that what we have is turning to dust. Ooh, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. We said, baby. Trying to make up this world's crazy. I don't know what we can do to try to bring back original. What was it between me and you? It feels like it may not happen again. I don't know, cause enough is enough. Tired of acting tough.
All right, that's called Dust, and it's by KloudNineMusic. It's a song reference, and definitely, like people are saying in the comments, I'm getting like straight Prince vibes on that, bro. And
Yeah.
that's a big compliment.
Man, I appreciate that so much, y'all. I worked so hard on that beat when I was coming up with the writing and the vocals, because Prince was like the actual Prince was the idea. That was the concept. A lot of times when I'm making beats, I usually kind of have like a concept in my head. I kind of work a lot different sometimes, but most of the times I have a concept and I just need to get it out. Also, another thing is too, shout out to Tia and Jasmine. That's y'all R&B. That's y'all. So, but
Yeah, shout out to Tia and Jasmine.
so I'm shouting out everybody in here, man. But yeah, also the reason why I made a track was that there's a lane for neo soul, and I saw that a lot of people was making trap soul beats, and nothing is wrong with that. But I'm always trying to be the person that's I'm very surgical when it comes to these multiple subgenres, and I really like that Prince and also the neo soul, and I wanted to combine those two, and that's what came up with Dust.
Yeah. What was the guy's name that did Permission? With Your
Um,
Permission. He
uh,
sound good on that.
yeah.
And
Ro
also
James. Ro James.
Ro James. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ro James would sound awesome on that. And also D'Angelo, I think, would sound dope on that.
yeah. That was an influence
Yeah.
me too as well.
Yeah, and you know, I want to commend you, man, because not many producers put themselves out there vocally like that. You
Mhm.
know, knowing that they're not going to hit certain notes, knowing that it's not going to be perfect, you know,
Right.
and some people are afraid to put themselves out there imperfect, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
kudos to you for just standing in front of that and just doing your thing because not
Yeah.
many people are bold enough to do that. I know that.
Yeah.
So good job, man. Good job, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, let's get into the next one. You got an intro for that?
Yeah. So this next one is disco. You can kind of cut that one off at like the minute and 30-second mark too. It's just a straight up beat. But but yeah, I hope y'all like it. It's a lot of summer vibes. You know, disco is a really overlooked genre, I feel, on BeatStars. And like I said, like all these beats have been released multiple times, the instrumental versions and the hook versions too. So I really want to showcase diversity on BeatStars platform because I want to say any artist listening to this, BeatStars got a lot of producers that do a lot of things that you really don't believe. Just, you know, it's a really good platform, and I feel like there's a lot of different genres that's that you know that I really want to represent. But disco is definitely one of them.
Yeah, didn't you comment on like a disco track I did? It was like a pop
Yeah,
track or something.
yeah, it was
Okay.
cool. This one kind of has like a little bit of pop and disco vibes, but I do have more traditional disco beats on my on my BeatStars page.
Oh wow, this is a first for Sunday Sounds, I think. A disco beat. I think this is a first. All right, cool, man. So yeah, let's get into it. This is Summertime, right?
Yeah.
All right.
This that Cloud9 music. This that Cloud9 music.
All right, that's Summertime and appropriately named, titled. And we'll get into questions later. I see a couple questions jumping up there, but we'll get into that later. And that way everyone can ask their questions. And thank y'all for joining us too and being here. You know what came to mind? Bruno
Which that?
Mars.
Yeah,
Bruno Mars
yeah,
all day.
yeah. I didn't get a
And I
chance.
like
No, you got it. I'm sorry. What you saying?
how you didn't like you mixed it right. You know what I mean? Where it's just the claps aren't super crisp and hitting like a trap beat. Like you paid attention to the feeling of each sound. Like you paid attention to it. And it gets that actually every beat you played, you mix your own stuff?
Yeah, yeah. I use Logic, Logic Pro X. I can't remember what version I'm on right now, but it's that's really important. Because I know I might not have the best mixes on my beats compared to some other producers on BeatStars, but the whenever I'm making tracks, I'm always thinking about the feeling. Like I don't really have like a bunch of like super tricks, but I do keep things traditional, meaning that what do you feel? Is there space for vocals? Ear candy, y'all, if y'all don't know what ear candy is, y'all definitely study that. There's little intricacies you could put in your beats to kind of keep things going in and out. Understanding pockets, understanding swings. So like Teddy Riley, Pharrell, Timbaland, those are like some of the masters of pockets. You know, Missy Elliott, Quincy Jones. You know, like I really be trying my best to study. Like, you know, if you want to be great at a certain genre, study the people that's doing it. You know, and if you can't figure out how to transition that into your DAW, YouTube University is the best thing ever. Google how to make a disco beat on your DAW on YouTube, and then you know you can start applying things. There's certain sounds that work with disco, like claps, cowbells. Like you just got to study. You just got to study the genre, understand how things work.
Yeah, and you had a lot of ear candy, bro. Like that high synth, that didn't. I was like, come on now, man. You didn't put that in there. That was like the stamp. It was like, here, this beat is done.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was dope. Definitely dope. So you want to get into the next one?
yeah. The next one is called emotions, and you can kind of once the beat, it'll make sense once the beat drop after that hook part, it'll make sense. But this one's kind of like pop piano. Um, a lot of people are looking for like ballad pop piano tracks. Like I really do be studying my audience, so that's another gem. Y'all study y'all audience, study y'all community, understand like the people that buy beats from you and what they want more of, but also make sure that they understand that, you know, like my email list, they know I'm a multi-genre producer. They might get a trap beat on this email list, they might get a disco beat on the next email list, but they all respect the fact that I'm diversified. So a lot of times people come to me to produce their whole album because they don't have to really go outside of anywhere. Like they like, okay, well, we know you got this and this. You know, do you want? How would you feel about producing my whole album? This is my budget, and that has happened so many times over these last couple of years. So that's one gem I want to give y'all. You know, it's always cool with being diversified, but yeah, emotions is another reference, a song reference. So this was a little bit choppy with the way I did my vocals, but I'm you know, this beat got released actually yesterday. So and it was because they heard the song reference. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, man. And with your song references, I notice actually someone can buy this right now. Do they get the beat separate that
Yeah,
with your reference off of it, or
yeah, how it
how's it
works
going?
is I upload the instrumental by itself, and then under the tag part, that's why I upload the reference vocal version of it as an MP3. And so
Okay.
if they do make a mistake and they do buy it, because I know you could put it as unlisted, but I still put a price regardless. If they do buy it, they'll get that instrumental version. They will get the
Okay.
instrumental version. Mhm.
Do you put that in the description in the metadata of the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, because when you do a
Okay.
song reference, you have to put like when you do a song reference on BeatStars, you have to put it as top line, but you also have to put like important information inside of it so they can know like the terms and conditions of everything when it comes to reference vocal tracks.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to clarify that for people,
Yeah,
that are and producers as well. So yeah, let's and you know what? Let me just repost your entire uh there we go. That shows up on my timeline.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So emotions, here it is.
Can anybody hear me now? Can anybody hear me now? Oh, oh, I feel like I'm on the edge, one step from the ledge. Oh, oh, and I'm crying, hoping that someone understands what I'm feeling. I needed time to heal my emotions. Feel like I needed time to heal here to kill it, but there's no way I can, and I keep hoping that.
All right, that was Emotions, and again, that was these are reference vocals, so he's not actually performing on the track for those that missed the beginning of it. So yeah, man, that's a huge pop song. That's I can hear it like TV stuff too. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm really big into TV and sync stuff too, but also like the pop world as well. Um, So a lot of time, this actually came from. I listened to a lot of pop ballads like Demi Lovato, Sam Smith, Taylor Swift, and I really wanted to understand the psychology of making those beats. Like Jack Anatoff is a real. If anyone wants a good reference, Jack Anatoff, check out the. He's a really good producer when it comes to that. Look at some of the credits for Adele. Ryan Teeter or Tedder, I always mess his name up, but he's another person that heavily influenced when it comes to me making stuff like that. Like any beats I have on here today, I got a lot more of them on my profile. But I really want to kind of, like I said, producers that's watching this, there's a lane for this too. People are looking for like these emotional pop piano ballads, and like I really want to give gems because I meet a lot of producers that's scared to kind of like put themselves out there and make different type of beats because they may have heard from someone else that you need to stay in one lane, and I don't necessarily agree with that. That I guess it's a controversial topic. I don't agree with staying in a niche. I never did. But everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own lane. If you make one type of genre of music, nothing's wrong with that. But for the people that are afraid, I'm trying to be y'all voice, and the voice is telling y'all go ahead and do it. Trust me. Just make sure that you tag everything properly on BeatStars. If it's a piano beat, put pop piano ballad type beat. You know what I'm saying? People really look for these terminologies on BeatStars, and I really want to let y'all know about that. So that's my gem on that. Each one of these songs are gonna have some type of gems I'm giving out to y'all. So I hope that helps. The next track is Full Bloom. Actually, BeatStars inspired that one. There's an artist named Benet that they had a playlist for, and I checked her out. I've been trying to get into bedroom pop and indie pop. Shout out to Rock 5 for pushing me to finally make a bedroom pop beat and do something because there's a lot of people looking for those type of beats, and a lot of times they're looking for songwriters too to help them with some of the stuff that they already have because a lot of them are guitarists. They play instruments, but they can't always piece together a song. So that's what Full Bloom is.
Cool. Let's get into it. This is Full Bloom.
Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. I got flowers and they're in full bloom. I got flowers and they're in full bloom. I've been waiting all day to see you. I've been waiting all day to meet you. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. Yeah. Thoughts in my head, you hypnotize, caught my eyes, mesmerized. I can't believe it. Please don't be deceived. Yeah. 'Cause I
All right.
flowers in the in full bloom.
That's Full Bloom. And you know who that reminds me of?
Who?
Um Tyler. I can hear Tyler Creator doing
Yeah,
something pretty cool with that.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I listened. I listened to a lot of Tyler. His latest album was all the Tyler albums are very creative and eclectic, and I really like the fact that that guy takes a lot of challenges with his music, and he was also inspired by Pharrell too. So it's I'm highly inspired by the Neptunes and Pharrell. But funny story, that bedroom pop track, I put that beat up. That beat only got like 53 something plays on the reference, but that beat has been licensed like maybe like 3 times so far, and I put it up like maybe last week.
yeah. Oh
Me and
wow.
yeah, me and Rock Five was talking about that because I was like, bro, man, I'm about to make some more of these bedroom pop beats because it's first of all, it's fun. I've been wanting to do it, but I had just been so busy with stuff. But you'll be surprised, like there's so many different genres and so many people that look for so many different things, like on so many levels, y'all. Like companies, sync licensing. Like I I can kind of talk about it now, but I've had a sync licensing company literally contact me about making an actual an actual song and paying me for the beat and the song, but they'll get someone else to write it. I mean, get someone else to sing it, all because they heard I could do songwriting on these different types of beats. And so those checks are very good. So, and there's a lot of people on BeatStars. There's podcasters that go on BeatStars. See, y'all might not even know this. There's podcasters that go on BeatStars. I'm sure the staff knows, but podcasters, athletes, like all kinds of people go on BeatStars looking for beats, man.
Yeah,
Like
YouTubers as well. Yeah.
YouTubers. Oh, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that soon enough. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just throw the sauce out right now. So, um, y'all definitely any producers out there, start googling like makeup tutorials, just like any types of tutorials, right? Check out what music they got playing. If they don't have no music at all, hit them up because they might be looking for music. You know what I'm saying? Like prime example, there's a gaming channel called Nerd Out. It's on YouTube. They have 3.4 million subscribers. They actually licensed one of my beats and some extra money on the side because they made a whole song out of it. It's on their channel. So, and they credited me. So like my YouTube channel exploded at one point, and I wasn't even trying to, I'm like I said, I don't use YouTube to sell beats, but it was just dope because I started seeing traffic from their community just coming to support me or follow me on Twitter or follow me on Instagram. So there's a lot of YouTubers who look for music, and a lot of times they credit you in their description. Just imagine it. 3.4 million. You can go look this up. Nerd Out. I think it's called Nerd Out KloudNineMusic Climbing. 3.4 million subscribers. That's all that traffic that could go to your possible page. I'm
And that's a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, huh? Yeah. It's a YouTube channel called Nerd Out.
See
NERD
that?
out.
Okay, that says a lot because they're leaving a platform, YouTube, and going to find you on these other platforms. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Based on just your music.
Yeah.
That says a lot about your music. You
And
know.
the funny story about all that is the beat that they got is a disco beat. That's the gem for y'all again. Make what you want to make. It was a disco beat, made a whole song, disco pop Anderson. I think it was like a disco Anderson Pack pop beat. It was something like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
that's
found it.
awesome, man.
So
Yeah, congratulations.
So
That's
thank you, but
awesome.
and I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to let the community that's let y'all know. Like, start working with people outside besides just artists. You're a producer. You produce. That's what we do. So just kind of keep that in mind. So
Yeah, yeah, I'm all for it, man. I can relate to what you're saying because I like to make different genres, as you know as well. So we're in the
yeah,
same boat. I'm inspired like constantly every day, and I'll make whatever's on my mind. And like when I play back some of the stuff I do for like TV film stuff, I'm like, how the hell did I do that? Like you listen to it a week later, it's like, yo,
yeah, yeah,
you can't
yeah,
even put a genre on it.
yeah,
It's like, so anyway, I have a lot of joy making stuff that, you know, people normally don't hear as a genre, but
yeah.
it's good music. So, um, but a lot of it's exclusive for TV stuff, so a lot of y'all won't hear it. So
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. I know what you mean.
yeah, so yeah, let's get into the next one, man.
Yeah.
We can talk all day. What's the next one? Wow, whoops, sorry, bro. There we go.
So the next beat is called Right Now, and that's just some West California R&B West Coast. So something for my people on the West Coast, but with a little Cloud9 spin to it. And that's
Oh,
a song reference as well. So
okay. Yeah, shout out to the whole West Coast that's here and that watches this later. And before I forget, if y'all didn't know, Rock 5 was a guest as well on the Sunday Sound show, and that is still, on the platform, so y'all can check out that interview as well. No, yeah. Yeah, I hosted that as well, so it was dope.
yeah, I
So yeah,
remember that.
yeah, you were there, man,
Yeah.
showing support. It's awesome. Okay, so this is Right Now by KloudNineMusic, and you're watching Sunday Sounds on BeatStars. Check it out.
Pull up on me, baby. Pull up right now. I let the energy, baby. And I need it right now. Pull up on me, baby. Pull up right now. I need your energy, baby. I need it right now. I need your energy, baby. Oh yeah, look, I need it right now. You the pretty thing that I ever did see. And you already know where I be. Chillin' in Cali, riding in my crib, looking like I'm doing, you know just how I live. Every time I gotta do what I do, you know I gotta go and show and prove. You can tell your friends, get your friends, that we can be friends. It's the party, don't stop, it will never end. Hey, look, get up in that ride, we about to slide. You already know that it's going down right. Yeah, pull up, I need your energy, cause I know that thing was meant for me. Yeah, pull up on me, baby. Pull up right now. I need your energy, baby. I need it right now. Pull up on me, baby. Pull up right now. I need your energy, baby. I need it right now. Feeling so low, you bring me higher. When I got dreams in my head, you're my desire. If I'm feeling like I'm in a drought, you bring your boy out, and then you show me out. Riding through in Cali, looking at these nice dreams, looking at all these pretty girls and these beauty queens. You're the baddest thing that I see, girl. Tell me what you mean, girl. I wanna show you everything, girl. Oh yeah, yeah. Pull up on me, baby. Pull up right now. I need your energy, baby. I need it right now.
Straight vibes. That's called Right Now. And yeah, right now, I was just grooving to that, man. That is a bomb right there, man. Really vibing with that. Somebody mentioned they can hear Wiz Khalifa on that. I can definitely hear that.
Yeah. Game of pockets. That's all that beat pretty much was, a game of pockets. Finding
And
little
can you, yeah, elaborate a little bit on Game of
so
Pockets?
like me and Rock 5 talk about this all the time, but one of the things, if y'all can tell, if y'all listen to all of my beats, you can tell that like I don't have a lot of stuff going on. It's just have a good groove, and there are certain pockets where I have things coming in and out of, and you really wouldn't notice it because you're caught in the groove of things. Like Teddy Riley talks about this a lot. He kind of taught Pharrell and Timbaland the same thing. Like if you go back and listen to these producer beats, there's lots of pockets that you can do. There's different rhythms, there's different swings that you can do to kind of give your beat a little bit of a twist. So, and it leaves space for vocals. Like if you listen to that beat I just played, I had like all kind of things going in and out, but it wasn't intrusive to my vocals. So a lot of times I'll go and record to some of my beats, and sometimes I'll strip things away that might not be needed, or sometimes I'll fill in some of those pockets. Like, there's a pocket right before the snare. What could I put in right before that snare or right after that? Or what could I put right before this drum hits. You know, Swiss does that a lot with his snares and beats. So those pockets create different rhythms, and it really helps when you're making a beat without overcomplicating things and without having to be like use like a whole bunch of different stuff. You know, you just using the game of pockets to give it a bounce. New Jack Swing, they did that. God, New Jack Swing is a whole nother thing, but they did the same thing with New Jack Swing. That's why a lot of beats, a lot of stuff that y'all listen to from back in the day, it sounds groovy because it was real instrumentation, but also there was like certain pockets that these different guitars would be in without overcrowding the other instrument, and that's very important, especially if you got an artist that's a vocalist that's on your beat, or if you're doing something for TV for music licensing.
Yeah, yeah. That's why they say there's a saying called "Let it breathe,"
Yeah.
where where it's like you basically isolate, basically you make a pocket, you know, like for
Mhm.
vocals or for instrument solo, whatever, or a drum thing you want to do there. So yeah, I wanted you to elaborate because not everybody has, you know, that musical understanding of what that meant. So yeah, you said it very well, man.
Thank you. I was hoping I did.
No, you did good, man. You did good. And let's talk a little bit more about your background. Are you how did you get into music? Did
Well,
we? Oh yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit.
yeah, I didn't really have a musical family. It was kind of like music was one of the things that like I went through a lot growing up, and music was one of the things that kind of kept me sane. And I wanted to really understand. I started hearing stuff like artists rapping on beats, and I felt like I could make something different that I would love to hear them rap on. And I started studying how like Jermaine Dupri make beats, how Pharrell makes beats, because like I wasn't really good at sampling. I never like I like it, but I never could get into it. I wanted to be able to make something like original from scratch. So I started listening to like disco. And I started, and that's pretty much what it was. I started on like on PlayStation Music Generator or whatever. Just it goes way back, man. And then I just kept at it, and then I started wanting to like make. I started realizing that some of the artists' songs that were on the radio wasn't their songs; it was written by somebody else for them to sing, and I thought that was really amazing. So I wanted to learn how to do songwriting. So I just kind of kept at it. I joined my high school choir because they had access to a piano because I had no musical equipment because we was poor. So you know, I started getting into music in high school, and I was given access to like pianos and different musical equipment. I just kind of like immerse myself in learning and try to do my best to keep good up in grades so I could have access to that. Same thing with college. I wasn't a traditional music student, and they saw that I was, and this is for any producer. They saw that I was consistent, I was on time, I wanted to learn, and I applied everything that someone told me. And that's very important. Like something so simple could be something really big. And because these traits I had access to my to our studio on campus for like 24 hours a day. I had like a special card. They only get it to grad students. I was a sophomore. So
Yeah,
so it goes to show like if you're consistent, you're willing to learn, you're energetic, and you apply everything that people tell you to do. People love when they tell you to do something, they trying to teach you something, and you try and you come back and say, hey, I did it and I learned this. And they be like, well damn, I didn't know that. Well, let me give you something else. That's kind of like been my journey. I ain't even gonna lie. Like somebody teaches me something from the BeatStars staff or a producer or Wishmaster or Max Beats, M7, like all these different producers taught me something, and it led me down a pathway to something else, and it just keeps going. And I'm very appreciative. So I'm always grateful and humble for the things I learned, because like I wouldn't be here without you know a lot of different people, BeatStars staff, family, and friends and stuff like that. I'm really grateful for that. You know, relationships really do matter in the industry and outside the industry.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. That's networking. You know, that's just so powerful. And like also being a good person. You know, people love
Yeah,
working with somebody they enjoy being around. You know,
yeah.
even there's some people that aren't extremely talented, but they're great workers. You know what I
Woo.
mean?
Speaking of which, oh, I don't mean to cut. Speaking of which, this a
Go ahead.
gem. This a real good gem, y'all. Now I have a Gatorade placement. I can't tell you how much I made, and I can't tell you how I got it because there's something that I signed. There's an NDA thing that I signed. That I can't speak about it, but it was a lot of money. But let me explain. Let me tell you this. I was in. It was me. and a few other producers that had the offer on this, and it was gonna pick. It was like eight other producers. These people, some of these producers that did stuff for Disney, Paramount. I'm talking about SNL, like big time producers. I was like a super small fish in the big pond. And long story short, I beat all those dudes out. I wasn't as experienced as them, but I was willing to work. I was willing to over deliver. They wanted one song reference. I gave them three. They wanted a 30, 60, and whatever things. I gave them like all kind of different edits of that beat. They had like maybe 32 edits I did between all three of those beats. And
Wow.
and you know, but because of that, everyone likes an underdog story. And the fact that I was the only person in there that was like really trying to do my best to, like, even if I didn't get it, just to let them know, like, hey, I appreciate this opportunity and I really want to work with y'all more. And I got it. I ain't gonna lie. I damn near cried that day because I couldn't believe it. I beat out all these award-winning TV producers and everything just off the fact that I was consistent. I showed up. I paid attention to detail, and I may not have been the best producer in there, but I paid attention to what they wanted, and I did what needed to be done. And I think that goes a long way when sometimes, you know, you may not be as talented as the other producer, but if you can outwork them and you're willing to learn and you have a good attitude and you being human with people, just being a really good human being, people will fight for you. Like those people fought for me to get that placement, and I got it. And I'm forever grateful for that. So that's just some inspiration to y'all. Like no matter where you at or level you have in music production, just have those qualities. And that will actually beat out a lot of other producers, because nobody want to work with, you can have the best beats in the world, but no one wants to work with a horrible person. It's not good. It's not, you know, it's not good chemistry. It's not good studio mechanics, and they probably not gonna want to mess with that other producer ever again anyway. So, you know, that's just some inspiration for y'all. That's kind of like a personal gem that's dear to my heart, you know. So
Yeah, yeah, and congratulations, man. That's
thank you.
actually a you're welcome. That's actually living proof. That's a living testament of what I just said. You know, that's your hard work and energy and positivity came to fruition, you know, despite all odds. So excellent, excellent. Big gem. If I could put a gem emoji up here, I would. But yeah, that's that's awesome, man. And you said something else. Oh yeah, when I was saying like people don't like to work with people that aren't like, you know, a genuine or good person, that also leans into customer service. You know, like some people don't respond to emails, you know, they don't send their customers what they paid for, or they might have a problem downloading something. Like all of that, you as a person is an extension of your brand and of your product. And a lot of people kind of forget about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So always remember that. Rock 5 dropping. But yeah, let's get into some more music, man, because I can yeah, we can talk like forever. So let's get to the next one.
So let's see. Let's
Pose.
do Pose. So you can kind of cut that off at like the 1 minute and 30-second mark, but yeah, it's dance pop, you know. Yeah, Chicago house. Let's get it.
All right, this is Pose with KloudNineMusic.
Yeah, line me up. I want to explore tonight. Yeah. I just came to have a little fun. Explore the world, get it right on. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, yeah, yeah. Cause the party's just begun. Oh, just tell me if you really ready. Then let the party begin. Baby, hold on steady, cause I'm gonna get it. Don't want this night to end. So pose for me. Take your picture through the phone and pose for me. Let me see if you could turn it on. So pose for me. Take your picture through the phone and pose for me. Let me see if you could turn it on. So pose for me. When
Yeah, that is like so Chicago house.
Man, man,
It's dope, man. I like it. I
yeah.
like it a lot. The
The
chords are really cool.
Thank you, thank you. That was a lot. That was a lot of studying. I kind of want to bring this up. So I wrote when I wrote this song, when I was writing this, it was actually meant to be for an artist from the LGBTQ community. If I mess it up, I'm super sorry. But I want to talk about. I just want to say that as a producer, like I know that I know that we kind of all have our thoughts on certain things, but for me personally, I'm very inclusive. It doesn't like your preference doesn't matter to me. What matters is the music. And if I can help that artist get to that next level, I'm there for it. Cause I've had I've worked with a lot of artists in that community, and it's very harsh, some of the things they have to deal with. Um, it is in the music industry. If someone doesn't don't want to work with you, they can just say that, but they don't have to like say horrible words and stuff like that. And so I just want to say, like, to any artist or producer, no matter what your preference is for your partner, I'm truly supporting you. And if you ever need a producer, I'm there. I don't mind working with you. I'm very inclusive, and I really want to. That was one of the things. That was one of the reasons why I put that beat up, because that beat had a story behind it too. But also shout out to Mahogany Media. She's a big player in that in where I'm from with the community. And I just want to say, thank you for that opportunity to be able to work with those artists of those caliber. And they're very creative artists. So, that's my thing with that. If you're a producer, just um if be inclusive, and if you have an issue with something, at least be nice. Be nice to the other person. So
Yeah, man.
that's my thing on that. But yeah, I really enjoyed making that track. That's one of my favorite beats I made. So
Yeah, it came
yeah,
together really well. And thanks for saying that, because there's so much hate online. I mean, it's just really bad, and I love all people regardless of their preferences. I love all people and I
yeah.
love all music. So it kind of sucks that, well, what's the old saying? If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it,
Don't say
you
nothing. Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Yeah, just don't say it. Keep
yeah,
that to yourself if that's how you want to judge someone, and reflective when you judge someone else, you're judging yourself.
yeah.
That's a lack from within. Oh, you get me to preach, Cloud9. Why are you
All
getting
right.
me there, man?
Sorry, man. Yeah, the story, man. I just had to bring it up. I had to bring it
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
be,
Thank you.
y'all try to be inclusive producers and artists. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah,
Treat people with respect, basically.
yeah,
And and keep it moving if you don't got nothing good to say.
yeah,
And that goes for online, in person, in the music industry, whatever. You know what I mean? Everyone likes music. Not everything is for everyone. So, and before I forget, man, a lot of people, probably because I'm live or follow me on the BeatStars platform. I hate to plug myself, but obviously you see DJ Phanatic Beats. If you want to follow me, I'm on the BeatStars platform. So thank y'all, man. I appreciate all the producers just follow me out of nowhere. Uh, I had to silence my phone because it was like it kept making an alert. And another thing, before I forget, I noticed, like you said, a couple of these been posted before, and you got hella plays, bro. What are you doing for getting your plays and getting your traffic to your beach store? Like, what are
Woo.
some of the things you're doing?
Sauce time. Okay, y'all. So here we go. Let's see. It's coming. It's coming. All right, so
Try to
let's
give me
break.
the short version
I'm gonna give you the
because
short
we're
version. Okay.
okay.
All right. So here we go. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, TikTok, Instagram Live, Audio Mac, Reddit, streaming platforms, Rap Chat, Boise, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Bandcamp. Bah.
And what are you doing on those platforms? Like
Beats
anything
are.
specific?
I'm just, to be honest, I'm just being consistent. For Twitter and IG, I focus on building community. So a lot of times I drop gems on my social media. I try to give back to everyone that follows me. So that's a really big thing. People, artists, and companies rock with people they know, like, and trust. So I've learned a lot in music business. So that's why I'm always dropping gems on my Twitter, or I'm doing IG lives, is because I'm building a community, and like the people in my community they buy beats from me. So I think that's really important. It doesn't matter if you have, like, I built, like, for instance, my Twitter went from like maybe like 1,200 to 10,000 in less than a year and a half, and that happened from polls, me talking in to other communities. Like, I'm a part of the wrestling community, vegan community, anime. I'm always asking questions. All those things help to build up your Twitter audience and your IG audience. I really don't care about followers too much. All I care about is like people that's of like mind that I could possibly help, and I'm okay with that, because a lot of times that leads to other opportunities for them and for me. So I think that's very important. I know a lot of producers, like, I don't use paid advertising at all. The only paid advertising I use is BeatStars promo. That's it. So I can say, I know a lot of people have their concerns about that, but me personally, I can say that BeatStars promo has gotten me sales. I actually, one of the beats on the playlist for Sunday Sounds, I ran a promo for it and it got at least 3 times. I only ran a promo for 2 days. I made my money back on the promo I spent. Only spent $10. So, I think whenever you run a BeatStars promo, make sure that whatever you're running is very specific to what an artist needs. So, one of the beats I ran was like a Trippie Redd Rage hyper pop beat, because I knew that song is very popular right now and artists might be looking for it. So I ran a promo on it. That beat got licensed, I think, 4 times. So I just want to say that too. BeatStars promo does work. You just got to be very specific in what you're doing. And y'all make sure to answer all y'all notifications on BeatStars, because a lot of those artists will interact back with you. And also make sure to submit to the BeatStars playlist. That's really how I got a lot of my plays, was submitting to those BeatStars playlists. I'm on a lot of different BeatStars playlists. And I'm grateful for that. That really helped me get a lot of sales. So y'all make sure y'all submitting to the BeatStars playlist in the opportunities section. So if you go to, that's how I got a lot of these plays. So it's a little bit of everything that comes up to a big thing. Also, my email list and my text club list is how I get a lot of plays as well. So it's a little bit of everything, but that's why I want to make sure I said all those different places. So if anyone watching this, just go back and rewind it, and I just dropped like 12 different places you can put your beats on for free.
Yeah, there you go. And it boils down to being active.
Yeah, yes, consistency and activity.
Yeah, and you do the texting marketing too.
Yeah.
Are you using the BeatStars integration?
Yeah,
with that?
I'm using Fan Connect. I actually got to talk to the owner of Fan Connect last week. It was dope.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was that about?
They had like the guy from Roasting Review y'all had on the BeatStars Summit. He actually did a Zoom that he talked about on social media. I ended up joining it, and I was talking about how the platform has benefited me, and that I'm a producer from BeatStars, and I found out about it through the marketing integrations. Well, come to find out, the owner of Fan Connect was actually in there, and he said, and that's when he announced himself, like, "Hey, I'm Don." I think it's Don Pentis or something. So but that also led to something else we got going on down the line that I'm excited about. So you see how all these relationships, y'all. I met KO from Roasting Review during the BeatStars Summit. Right, months down the line, I get invited. He does a Zoom call. There's a bunch of other artists and producers on there. I talk about how I found out about this from BeatStars. The owner ends up coming from behind Zoom to have a conversation, and then we might be working on a few other things. So it's crazy how all these relationships matter, and how BeatStars are really changing producers' lives. I always say BeatStars changed my life, and I'm gonna always stick to that. So that's another gem. I'm trying to throw those out there for everybody, man, because I'm truly grateful for everybody, like everybody in the chat, G Life, M7, Ascension Beats, Levi, like all of y'all, man. Ben, Butter Beats, I'm everybody, man.
Everybody. And for people he forgot, no offense, he's saying everybody.
Yeah,
because I do that, and I forget people, and they'll be like, "Oh, he didn't say my name." So yeah, everybody. And while we're shouting people out, shout out to the whole BeatStars family. Everybody, behind the scenes, that sometimes you don't even see their faces on camera. I know they are. So much love to the fam, man. So it's my second family, so I can't say enough for everybody.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for y'all, for real, man.
Hey, man, it's all love, bro.
I keep saying that, but y'all, man, producers, if y'all watching this, like y'all definitely watch the content and definitely like go over everything. BeatStars got so many ways you can interact with the staff throughout the week. If you got questions, you can actually talk to someone on Twitter Spaces. All this stuff that y'all that's out there is amazing, and y'all really took me to a whole different level in less than like a year. Like that's me even saying that. It feels weird even saying that. Like in less than a year, y'all took me from there to like a whole nother space, man. So
Yeah. And I remember you sent you needed support with something, and you
yeah,
sent in a ticket, and you ran into me, I think, right?
yeah,
A couple months back.
yeah,
Yeah, small world, man. Small
yeah.
world. Yeah, B Stars community. So let's get through these three really quick, and we'll do a quick 5 minute Q&A. Give me a quick intro on this one here.
I'm gonna do it quick. So "Give It to Me" is based on Britney Spears and Pharrell. There's a lot of people looking for Britney Spears beat. This is a song reference, and you can like cut it off when it gets to like the hook or the 1 minute mark or whatever. I'm okay with that.
All right, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's roll. Yeah. I know what you feel. I know what's in your head. I'm trying to steal all the feelings you felt. It's say okay. Don't worry. Relax your mind. Let your body be free. Don't worry about all those negative things. This is your day, yeah, 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 yeah. Come out and play, yeah, 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 yeah. Come over here, come give it to me. Come over here, come give it to me. Come over here, come give it to me. Come over here. Come give it to me. Now we right now on another single planet. I know you really love it, but you can't even stand it. Now tell me how you really gonna let it all burn. Girl, I got the stuff that can make your soul turn. You say you wanna get right down with a G. Well, come on, baby girl, and get next to me. I can't show you what we gon' really do. Go and get your crew, and I'ma get my crew. Ooh.
You actually had the breathing in there. That got me with that.
Man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Whenever you get a chance, go back and listen to the bridge. I even got the bridge signature, like just signature Virginia, man. That's all I gotta say. The bridge breaks
Yeah.
into a whole stream thing, and then it comes right back in. It's yeah. I was really proud of that beat. Max Beats was one of the producers that inspired me to keep going with my 2000 pop tracks. So I'm all these beats kind of have stories of people that inspired me, and there are people looking for 2000 era pop. It can be used in a lot of different ways. I love that type of sound, and and also Free Britney. I'm a Britney Spears fan, so so that's another thing too as well. But yeah, that's all Logic Pro stock sounds too.
Nice.
To anyone that's using Logic, small tip. Lady Gaga's producer and Pharrell both use Logic Pro. That's a super gem. Okay, you can go to the next one is like Hyperpop. That's the beat that I ran the promo on. I mean, it's the song reference version, but this is the beat that I ran promo on that got like 4 sales this weekend for me running the promo that I did. So this is the beat right there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, launches on Cloud9. So congrats on those sales, bro.
Yeah.
This is Lonely Road.
Jason Nero put the record out. It's just you and me with nowhere to go. Riding on this lonely road. Relax your mind, we can lose ourselves. We can go out of control. It's just you and on, baby, take my hand. I hope you understand. This is gonna be the plan. We can ride across this land. I know what you desire. Go ahead, you can light the fire. We can take ourselves higher, higher. Yeah. I already know what we gon' be. As far as the eyes can see. Now baby, come fly with me. Jason Nero put the record out. Just you and me with nowhere to go.
All right.
My
Yeah,
fault,
that
y'all.
is
I be
like,
turning up. My fault. I be turning up over here, y'all.
no, it's all good. I can see that like on like all the reality shows, like all of them. Yeah, big sound on that. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can turn up to your own music. It's all right, man.
Yeah, I be going in when I be over here, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I mean, I just want people to know that Lonely Road track. I wasn't to brag about me getting all those sales and BeatStars promo, but I do know a lot of producers that say BeatStars sometimes they don't get sales from it. So I just want to be one of those people to let you know that it does work. And my tip on that is just be very, very specific on what you're doing. Beats with hooks work a lot on BeatStars promo. I've had a lot of beats with hooks that I ran recently as an experiment to see, and that works a lot. That's happened too. So you know
Yeah, I agree.
that's my gem for that. If you're doing BeatStars promo on a particular track, just make sure it's specific, and beats with hooks also works as well.
Yeah, so you want to segue the last one here?
Yeah. So this is something about myself. Trent Reznor is one of my really, really big influences, and 9 Inch Nails, I love them, and so that's why I wanted to put this track on here. So this is kind of like my kind of like selfish thing. Also, this was all stock sounds out of Logic Pro. Let's get into it. I'm excited. It's gonna be crazy. Let's go.
It's called Help.
Yup.
I'm complicated more than all. These are the seasons of the fall. You said you walk before you crawl. Well, how does it feel when you're no longer tall? Yeah. Running is hard, go inside. We don't care who is wrong or right. In the darkest times, I can see the light. Well, let's see who's ready to
Bro, that is a monster. That right there, man. That melody, that main, like, that is special, bro. And I can see that on a big, like, a huge. I can hear Coldplay. I can hear
Yeah,
U2 on that.
yeah.
You know, that's special, man. I can see that on big screen, like a big movie, big budget film. That's special. Let me post that in the chat right now. Excellent job with that, man. That was one of my favorites today.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
thank you.
repost that. Uh, yeah, what inspired you to do that? Oh yeah, you told me already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, basically like I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails Trent Reznor fan, like really big. Like when I was first making beats, funny long story short, when I was first making beats, I was actually trying to learn how to make like rock beats on a keyboard. And that's kind of like how I was able to like that's back then kind of helps me now when I create a lot of things too to make it sound like as humanistic as possible. But also like when I put vocals to it, it means a lot. It means a lot more too. But Nine Inch Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails is a huge influence in a lot of my beats. There's a few things I've even put in my hip hop beats that a normal person, a listener wouldn't realize that I've learned from Nine Inch Nails and Trent Reznor, like industrial rock, uh, like Trent Nine Inch Nails actually has a lot of different blues piano chords in there too, and a lot of people don't realize that. So in the musicality of things, all that stuff was stock. And it also goes to show you about learning your DAW. All those sounds are stock sounds inside of Logic. The only thing I did was add like a little bit of reverb and maybe chorus on some of the guitar tracks to make them a little bit humanistic and also I think it was a flinger too. But there's a few things you can do to guitars to kind of add movement. And then when I added the vocals, I already had the can somebody help me part in my head and the vocals for the most part, and I just kind of started building around building around the song or the reference song. But I have like maybe I got a few more beats like that on my page too. So a lot of these beats that's been played today, I got more of them because a lot of times an artist may come and be like, "Hey man, I love this track," and I'm like, "Did you know I got like 5 more of these?" And then they be like, "Yeah, for real." I'm like, "Yeah," and it's like, "Well, I don't need to go look for no other producers. I'm gonna just buy them all from you." So
Yeah,
so
yeah, excellent
yeah,
job. I like the diversity. I love the diversity, and also like how not many people would share that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And sharing that, it speaks volumes, bro. So awesome. Keep it up, man. I'm
I
really,
will, man.
really
I was
proud of
trying.
you, man.
Thank you. I was trying to make sure I made this like one for the books with diversified beats, man. I like to any producers watching this, like me personally, like I'm a keep being diversified in what I'm doing. So that's why I wanted to showcase this. I could have put up. I got all kind of other beats I could have put up there, but I wanted to showcase that it's okay to be diverse. And I see a lot of people online that always kind of keep regurgitating some of the same stuff. And I want to those producers that are multi-genre, don't be afraid. All right. Don't be afraid. There's an audience for everything. You know what I'm saying? If you got a 2000 era beat or something, you can even have whatever the artist is, put it up on YouTube, put it up on IG, do an Instagram live, play the beat. You'll be surprised by how many people listen to music. Like I know there's trap rappers that have brought that beat, that have licensed that beat for me because they have been. It reminded them of Linkin Park. A guy actually told me that. So
Yeah, I
you
hear
never
that.
know how someone is feeling it right here about a track. You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters. So if you make something that's dear to your heart, other people are gonna come. You're gonna pull other people in. It might take a little bit longer, but you're gonna get that audience of people who just want to buy, who want to rock with you and buy those type of tracks, and they love you being a diversified producer. I've had artists brag about me to another artist like my producer is more diversified than yours, and they didn't came in and want to do business with me because of that. So that's that's one of the things I really wanted to preach today, and also with those gems is that be diversified. That's one of the reasons how I was able to kind of like personally, I think that's one of the reasons why I was able to shine a little bit more on BeatStars because there's not a lot of people making disco. There's not a lot of people doing bedroom pop. There's not a lot of people making their own hooks to their own beats. There's literally nobody making like talking about making reference songs on BeatStars. So it's okay to kind of bear a little bit of your soul, just a little bit. Think about the people that came before us: Prince, Michael Jackson. All these artists bear their artistry, good or bad, with us, and we watched them grow. So think about that. So think about that. Think about all some of these people when they started, they didn't start off great. Michael Jackson wasn't Michael Jackson. He had to get to that point. Same thing with Prince. They had to get to that point. So it's the same way. Be diversified and don't be afraid. As you could tell, I was 0% afraid of playing all these different beats because it didn't matter to me. What mattered to me is like I want people to know that I'm a diversified producer. I can write songs to whatever genre, to an extent and do it. So, that's kind of like what I want to express to y'all. Like I'm rooting for everyone in this community and just know there's a lane for everybody. Mike Trampy always told me there was a lane for everything. And go look at stuff, go study these charts, go look at the tags other producers got. Look up disco in the search bar and see these top tracks, see what makes them top tracks, understand like the psychology behind that, and start studying that stuff. Research goes a long way too. That's another gem. Research goes a long way. Like I really do. I research BeatStars marketplace like I research stocks. So it's real. It's real, man.
Yeah. It's called market research. Yeah, that's one of the keys to a successful business. So yeah, gems on gems on gems, man. And we're actually out of time for the Q&A, but he kind of answered so many questions throughout the show. So
wait, before I
there's some
go
ahead. Please go ahead, bro.
All right, so after this, if anyone wants to come pull up, me and Rock 5 going live on IG right after this. So y'all go follow me and go follow Rock 5. It's at KloudNineMusic on Instagram. It's the after party. It's going down. Whatever questions y'all got, pull up, good or bad. If y'all want to say something good about my music or bad about my beats, I don't care. I'm gonna be in there. So y'all pull up on my Instagram. I'm going live. I'm dropping gems. It's the after party. Phanatic, you can feel free to pull up too. It's all good. Okay, let's get back to it.
No, I'm laughing because that was my question. I was gonna ask you how can people find you, but
man, Instagram. I do. Hey, y'all follow me on IG. I do music business walks. Y'all can find more about that. I actually go walk. I go walk a lot every day, but at least once or twice a month, I go on IG Live. I do music business walks. So like I'll walk for an hour and answer people questions, artists, producers, whoever, and just kind of share things. And I've been doing that for a while, and that's led to a lot of doors opening for me as well. So like I'm dropping gems all the time on my Instagram. So I'm excited, and I'm truly grateful to the BeatStars staff and to the community. Like y'all really helped me get through a lot last year, like from depression and all kinds of stuff. So y'all make sure y'all talk to y'all peers. That's another thing too. Community is big. Like Rock 5, M7, Levi, like y'all got me through a lot, man. I'm truly appreciative of that. Like I really had a bad time during that, but the staff, y'all, me showing up and not being afraid to show my face and just be in these communities and in the chats and talking to people, let me know that I wasn't alone in this fight. And y'all not alone in this fight. I'm in there with you. Phanatic is in it with you. We all in this together. I want to see everybody go full-time producing. Everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And Cloud9, man, don't be afraid to reach out, even outside of this,
Will do.
I'm here for support. So there's something else I was going to say before we close, but you pretty much closed it, man. I can't do it any other justice. And I would pull up. I actually have to go to a wedding right now, and I can't be late for it.
It's all good. Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, man, dope show. I'm glad you were able to be here, and share not all your knowledge, just a small piece of your knowledge, and also, being in front of the camera and stuff like that, and just putting yourself out there. And definitely appreciate, you showing love to the community and help and giving value to others. That's so important, and you said so much on this, man. So I know there's going to be tons of replays, people watching over and over, and your DMs are going to be insane. So yeah, pace yourself.
I will.
All right, man. Got to run. And thank y'all so much to the community for being here, watching this. The Sunday, all our shows. We try to give y'all tremendous value because we love y'all. We want to see you succeed. Entrepreneurship is a beautiful thing, especially with things that you're passionate about. Yeah, man, I could say so much, but Cloud9 said it very well several times. So check that out later. And yeah, we're signing off. I'm not sure what's the next show. Well, next week we got tons of shows every day, man. You'll see it. So stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all next time. Again, this is DJ Phanatic Beats at BeatStars. And thank you for all those that actually showing love and follow me and stuff. So anyway, again, this was our guest, Cloud9 Music.
Thanks
Get
for
out.
having me.
All right, peace, y'all.
All right, later.